Hello everyone, I'm Heather Dawson, and it's a pleasure bringing you the best of California every week on our show. So let's start our show with the top 5 search travel destinations for this year. Here's Marco Gutierrez.
Hi Heather, that's right. While travel as we know it has changed this year, people are still flying and seems will continue to fly in the coming year. Expedia.com recently released its 2021 Travel Trends Report, which highlights air travel trends, traveler priorities, and the top trending destinations for 2021. I'm going to share with you the top 5, and it's no surprise that so many Americans are searching for an island escape. Coming in at number 5 is Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. Our next destination is closer to home, with Orlando, Florida coming in at number 4. Next on the list is another US city, proving there's plenty to explore close to home. Number 3, Las Vegas, Nevada. Number 2 is the Riviera Maya, with the Playa del Carmen and Tulum, a popular destination in all of our Instagram feeds. And coming in at number 1 for the most searched travel destination for 2021, Cancun, recognized worldwide for its spectacular beaches of fine white sand. After a year like 2020, it's no wonder Americans are dreaming for their next trip. To see the complete 2021 Travel Trends Report, plus some airfare booking hacks, head over to travelarios.com. Bringing you the best of travel, I'm Marco for California Life.
Now let's head to beautiful Carmel, California, where you can find the perfect setting for the most luxurious masterpieces from McLaren, Ferrari, and Maserati. Let's see why.
Blue chip is a term reserved for the best of the best. Whether the topic is real estate, stocks, or in this case, collector car automobiles, everyone desires a blue chip. If you'd like to see firsthand qualities of a blue chip collector car, then you won't want to miss this episode of the Speed Journal. We're at Bonham's Quail Lodge Auction in beautiful Carmel, California. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Michael Caimano. Michael, how are you?
Great, how are you?
All right, great, nice to see you.
Thanks for coming by.
You're with Bonham's Auction,
Yes,
and you're going to present a beautiful McLaren F1 to us.
I am graced with the opportunity to do so.
Yes.
It's a 1995 McLaren F1. It's being presented by the original owner. He flew over to the UK and took factory delivery of the car, at which point he went on a tour of Europe, which accounts for almost half of the mileage that's on the car today.
Interesting.
Yeah, he describes it as the trip of a lifetime, as you can imagine. Today the car has just over 9,000 miles on it. Again, half of those were within the first few weeks there. And since then, it's been kept on the East Coast and religiously maintained at McLaren. We have all of the service history for the car.
Now you had an opportunity to actually drive this car at Lime Rock?
We did. So part of the promotion of the car, we took it down to Lime Rock and created a video just because something so special and unique such as this car, most people don't get to see it in action. You just see static photos of it most of the time in a studio somewhere.
Right.
So we thought it would be a great opportunity to let the car do what it's supposed to and bring it out to the track and get some good audio and visual experience with it. So when the car came out, it was the fastest naturally aspirated car to ever be produced. It would do 240 miles an hour. And what's interesting is even today, all these years later, it still holds the record as the fastest naturally aspirated car. Nothing has surpassed it. And from the makes of new cars today with all the turbocharging technology, doesn't seem like any car will go in that direction again. So probably a title that this will hold on to. Everything is about weight, aerodynamics, and power. It holds true to the ultimate driving machine.
Are there any rumors as far as value or what a car like this might sell for?
So, it's very difficult to put a value on a car such as this. A McLaren F1 with this pedigree and history has never publicly been offered before. So it's difficult to say, but we certainly hope and expect it to exceed the previous record of 13,750 for sure.
I'm sure you'll be on pins and needles when that's on the blog.
It will be very exciting. You know, it's not often that we get to offer, or that the market has the opportunity to purchase a car with this kind of history and provenance and collectability. It's what a lot of people consider a blue chip car. It kind of checks off all the right boxes.
I'd like to introduce you to Rupert Banner. Rupert, how are you?
Very well, nice to see you.
Thank you, you too. Rupert's with Bonham's Auction, and he's going to describe to us this beautiful Maserati 300S.
I certainly will. So what we have here is a 1956 Maserati 300S. It's contemporaneous with the Grand Prix cars, which Maserati were so well known for, and were winning the World Championship in those days. This is a sports racing car from the same stable. Maserati in those days was all about racing, and this is one of the definitive cars of its era. You've got the six-cylinder motor. They were just well known for the ability to campaign all of the sports car races. They did everything in the days as well. They did circuit racing, they did the long distance tours, the Mille Miglia, etc. And so for that reason, you got a car that, because it was great in its day, it means you can do an awful lot with it today.
Tell us about its history, the important drivers it's had.
Well, it's, I mean, I think if you think of Maserati and if you think of drivers in that era, I mean, this is a fabulous combination. This is actually a Fangio car. Manuel Fangio, who was just to many the greatest. You know, when you hear other drivers who were contemporaries of him, who you think were luminaries, say like Sir Sterling Moss, to say that Fangio was the best, I think that puts it into its own context. It says that it's probably true that he was the greatest. In truth, if you take any serious sports car racing, sports car from that racing era, you're looking at numbers in that territory and upwards. Obviously, if you're talking about Le Mans winning Ferraris and stuff, you're adding multiples to that. But it represents, I think, pretty good value for what you can do, and for its importance, and for the name association as well.
It checks off many boxes, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Rupert. We thank you so much for your time. Great description of this car. Wish you the best of luck when this goes over the block.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rupert. I expect there will be more than a few new delighted owners as these collectibles change hands this weekend. We'd like to thank Bonham's and their team of specialists for showcasing these fascinating cars, and we'd like to thank you for joining the Speed Journal.
Ladies, we all know it takes us hours to get dolled up in the morning, and that's why Mana Kadar created a simple, natural, three-step approach for those late mornings. Here's Isabel Sadek with more.
Kadar Beauty is a timeless beauty brand that offers a complete line of long-wear, double-duty items designed to minimize and simplify the makeup application process. They're known for their award-winning Beauty Simplified system, which distinguishes a three-step approach and requires 7 minutes or less. I sat down with Mana to discuss her brand and some of her newest products.
And there was a white space, where women really loved makeup. They just didn't know what to do with all of it. Like, there's so many pieces, so many colors, and so many new innovations where women are like, okay, well, how do I put this on? Because I want to look good, but I don't know how to do it.
That's why she came up with a simple three-step process. They created all their products to be long-wear, multifunctional, and innovative so that you can really put on a full face of makeup in 7 minutes.
Because all of the items are like super pigmented, and multifunctional, one item, for example, could be used as an eyeshadow primer, a concealer, a lip primer, all at the same time. So you're not having to use many different products. You can use that one product for many different things. My lip product, for example, it's called Lip Lock. It has a primer that's built into it already, a lip stain, and a lip gloss. So that product is not going to budge throughout the day, and you're not having to worry about reapplying. It was really important for me to make sure that to take a look at the hand sanitizers and the antibacterial products that we have now, and to really make it better. I wanted to take all of the great properties that I would want to have in, like, let's call it a hand sanitizer, and so that it dries down quickly, so that it's moisturizing for your hands, so that it still does what it needs to do with in killing germs. But I also want it to make sure that it's really pretty too. Like, I'm pretty sure you haven't seen a hand sanitizer in like a lifestyle photo, because all of them are just not cute. So I want to make sure that the products that we have are able to be, used, and like you can proudly like put this on your vanity, or you don't have to put it aside.
For more information, visit manakadarcosmetics.com. Reporting for California Life HD, I'm Isabel Sadik.
Up next, what is your favorite romantic movie? We've got the top picks from the big screen with Elise, just in time for Valentine's Day. When we continue with California Life, don't go away.
Nothing is more COVID-friendly than watching movies this Valentine's Day. Here are the top 10 picks for the best Valentine movies. Number 10, Valentine's Day. This all-star cast, including Bradley Cooper and Taylor Swift, brings a bunch of familiar faces and love triangles to the screen. Number 9, Bridget Jones' Diary. It may not be the classic love story, but Bridget's charming personality and relentless search to find love is the most relatable movie you'll watch this year. Number 8, Casablanca. This Hollywood classic is considered the greatest love story of all time, and I highly recommend watching it if you love black and white movies. Number 7, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Valentine's Day doesn't always have to be serious. Sometimes it's just meant to be fun. And that's exactly what this rom-com is all about, thanks to Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey's adorable chemistry. Romeo and Juliet, number 6. Franco Zeffirelli's 1968 version of Romeo and Juliet is very romantic. It stays true to Shakespeare and has a gorgeous European aesthetic. Number 5, Somewhere in Time. You may have never heard of it, but this timeless tale starring Christopher Reeve and Jane Seymour is filled with love, time travel, and a little bit of magic. Number 4, Endless Love. The 2014 version is truly better, with amazing actors, gorgeous scenery, and soulmate energy. This movie will make you believe in love. Number 3, Crazy Stupid Love. Starring Steve Carell and our favorites, Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling, this movie is all about the ups and downs and craziness of love. Number 2, Pride and Prejudice. Jane Austen's powerful love story between Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy will leave you speechless. Before we reveal our number 1, here are some honorable mentions. Twilight, Valley Girl, Return to Me, and Lady and the Tramp. Number 1, everyone's favorite, The Notebook. Nicholas Sparks' summer romance story starring Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling is the movie to watch this Valentine's Day. All right, that's it for our list. Make sure to check out one of these movies. I'm Elise Thurston, wishing you a happy Valentine's Day.
And coming up, the world's largest electronic car museums and help the planet by making more sustainable everyday choices. All this and more when we continue with California Life. Don't go away. Small choices make huge impacts when it comes to sustainability. Find out what many don't know about how easy it is to live a greener lifestyle by choosing beverages with recyclable packaging. Here's Kia Malone.
Small choices can make a huge impact when it comes to sustainability. Just ask lifestyle expert Kia Malone.
Sustainability is crucial because we are filling up those landfills, and it can lead to severe consequences for both our planet as well as our communities.
Helping the planet could be as easy as paying attention to the beverage containers you buy.
60 million plastic drinking bottles are thrown away every single day, and only 9% of plastic produced has been recycled. So when you're grocery shopping, maybe look for aluminum cans and cups instead, because they are infinitely recyclable.
Kia and her family are no strangers to sustainability.
My kids love canned water like Matalalu and Open Water, which are both committed to eliminating single-use plastic. Another big favorite of mine, the Ball aluminum cup. Brand new product designed as an alternative to plastic and styrofoam cups. The cups is just like a can, recyclable, lightweight, and cool to the touch.
Learn more at ball.com.
Electric cars are becoming more and more popular, and if you want to learn more about how they got started, you can take a ride along historic Route 66. California Life's Jason Residlo takes us there.
Welcome to Kingman, Arizona. It's an old mining town in northwest Arizona. Kingman is also home to historic Route 66 and popular spots such as Mr. D's Diner, antique gas stations, and many gift shops. I'm Jason Residlo, reporting outside the Powerhouse Visitor Center, which houses the world's largest electric vehicle museum. Come along with me as we go for a tour. The Electric Vehicle Museum features antique cars, hot rods, race cars, motorcycles, and even golf carts, all powered by electric motors.
This is the only electric vehicle museum in the world, and there's electric cars are out of the box now. They're not going to be ever, like after the mandates and stuff, but they're not going to disappear. They're here to stay.
Now, I particularly enjoyed the 1930 Detroit electric car. I understand that it was popular with a lot of the wives of Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, some of the other famous people back in the day.
Yeah, I think one of the interesting things I found about those is that most of them had steering from the back seat.
Oh.
And like you mentioned, they were popular with women. And here's another idea I have, a theory, but I think it might be where the term backseat driver came from.
Oh.
They actually pulled the car from the back seat, and they had front seats in them, so they could all sit around and have conversations while they're driving.
Oh, wow.
You've got to remember, back then cars didn't go that fast. So.
Yeah. How fast do you think that goes?
15, 20,
Many people are probably asking, how do you charge these cars? Well, the exhibit also features 2 charging stations, one from a company called Blink, and the other from SoCal Edison that makes it easy to understand.
The city owns the building and owns the museum, but the museum's operated by the Mojave County Historical Society, and these cars are owned by the Historic Electric Vehicle Foundation. So we had to come up with a mutual joint partnership where all 3 parties, could coordinate the operation of the space. And so that's been a bit of a challenge, but we all have good relationships between all 3 of us.
The visitor center and the museum closed for about 2 months due to COVID-19 and orders from Governor Ducey. So I wondered, how has attendance been since the reopening?
So the first week when we opened, we were averaging 50 or 60 people a day. We had some 30 people days, pretty slow. Before all of this, we would average, if you average the whole year out, our busy and our slow times, it was about 650 a day. So during the winter, we'd see maybe 300 people, 400 people. And in the summer, we'd see 800 to 1,000. Right now, I think we're up to about 100, 150 a day.
The Visitor Center also offers free electric vehicle charging. The station is located on the side of the building that faces the railroad tracks. A great idea for an electric vehicle museum. For more information about the Electric Vehicle Museum, visit www.hevf.org. Bringing you the best of California from the world's largest electric vehicle museum in Kingman, Arizona, I'm Jason Residlo for California Life.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, go to our website, californialifehd.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.
Watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook. Follow our tweets on Twitter. And check out our posts on Instagram and Pinterest, where we bring you the best of California.